Jog, stroll along the
Your last four digits are 9115. And you're absolutely correct. Rajesh Bhatia talked about how clay is used in the West. But unfortunately, the form of clay that we get in India is not really healthy and leads to allergies in little children. So the better option for kids and toddlers to play with is dough. And you get a 2,000 rupee discount entitlement, and somebody will get in touch to get you. I hope you have kids to get you into Treehouse. Okay, another big thing, Rajesh, as far as pre-primary education is concerned on Children's Day is stage fright. You see a lot of people turning around and say, I have stage fright and I wish my parents had, or my school had tackled it at an early pre-primary stage. So how important is that, and how can one negate that stage fright at an early age? And stage fright, I just don't mean by climbing on stage, but public speaking, on the mic, in crowded areas. You got to start early, isn't it?
Yeah, you've got to start early, absolutely right. And I've seen or met up with many parents at times when they see their children up on stage saying that, in school we hadn't been through this kind of an exercise. I would say that yes, the early form of introducing dramatics is in the classroom by way of the social dramatic play that we just spoke about some time back. But forward moving linear exercise to that is getting these 1.5 to 2.5s go up on stage in an environment which has lights, cameras, all the gizmos, a real stage show. And at Treehouse twice a year. This year we just did a fancy dress show for 2 months back, and I would say that thousands of parents in the city of Mumbai with their kids had a lovely time, and across the country. And we will be doing the annual day somewhere in the months of February and March, where the 1.5, 2.5, 3.5, 4.5s, children of that age group would be coming up on stage, would be there in an audience, maybe 500, 700 parents, and a 2.5-year-old child, baby, saying a few words out. You need a lot of courage, you need a lot of guts. You could, at our age, have butterflies in our stomach with 500 people right in front of you. But the stage fear at 2.5, 3.5, when these children come up, it's gone. And I can share with you that a number of school principals across the country call me up and say, my God, when these kids come to our schools in junior, senior KG or first grade, they do so well on stage. You guys have really trained them very well, and I think that's the loveliest part of preschool education: training the child to love schooling, training the child to love and enjoy the entire process of 12 to 15 years of their academic careers. And I think, like they say, well begun is half done. It's important that a preschool that gives you a holistic environment is the one that
well begun is half done. JP Shetty says, I'm near the Thane Panchpakadi branch, Advantage Radio 1. I'm going to take Rajesh's name. But got a question for you. Will I be charged for 4 months or for a full year? You can answer that, Rajesh.
You will be charged for 4 months.
And is that the pattern in the industry, or are you guys different radically?
Yeah, I really can't comment about what other people do, because Treehouse is the largest self-operated, or I would say company-operated.
So there are no franchises at all?
Yes.
That's interesting.
Yes. So the largest company-operated preschool. There are very few franchise. 75% of our chain is self-operated. And I would say that as a company, our policies are very transparent, and we charge on a pro rata basis, wherein the only extra charges for for part of the curriculum content that the child would come in between the year. But otherwise, yes, I would add that 4 months is what.
Sweet. It's BB Mac out of my heart into your head. A last Rajesh Bhatia up ahead. We're at 9:56 in the morning. Bhatia MD of Treehouse Education. We're talking pre-primary education. Happy Children's Day, everybody who's listening. I'm curious to know, I mean, one is the whole business of private preschool education. Where does corporate social responsibility step in? What are you doing for, let's say, the guy who drives the wealthy man's kid to the pre-primary school?
So that's exactly what is top of mind, and that's exactly where Treehouse has gone forward. We already run 4 preschools for the urban poor, for the community helpers, all our friends, the taxi drivers, the maid servants who work in a house, all their kids, because it's important that preschooling is for everybody, and someone in the education system has to build an ecosystem. Ecosystem that caters to the richest and caters to the poorest. And here in the city of Mumbai, Treehouse is present from Kulaba right up to Virar, up to Dombivli, Thane, up to Kamote, Panvel, New Panvel in Navi Mumbai, all over the place. I would add that the largest preschool in Dharavi would come in the first week of January, and we call this under a brand called Global Champs. And that will, and we have, from our estimate, 1 million people staying just in the largest slum of Asia, as they call it, Dharavi, and lots and lots and lots of children who definitely need a high quality, good preschool. We call it Global Champs, and these kids, we believe, will get the Treehouse experience in terms of preschooling. And I would add that a good preschooling, even for these children, ensures that the school dropout rate is less. And that is the world phenomenon. If you see in the US and the European markets, research.
So you're saying why they drop out of high school even in American markets is because their pre-primary is not solid enough.
Absolutely, absolutely. The American research and data shows that the dropouts you see in schools in after grade 4, grade 5, grade 6 is largely because those children haven't had an opportunity of going to a good preschool, and so their love for schooling is not there, and hence they drop out. The whole emphasis is to ensure that they get a good program in preschools, such that they are able to go through the entire kindergarten to 12th grade in a school, such that they are able to, because a good education is what will ensure a good lifetime for them.
Okay, the final winner, we're giving out 3 2,000 rupee discount entitlements to get your children into Treehouse, is Royston DeCosta on Facebook. Royston, just immediately reply with your number, please, so that we can get in touch with you. And Ria Kanal, who won on Twitter, I'm still waiting for your number, my dear. Rishikesh.kannan at radio1.in or at gmail.com. That's HRISHIKESH.KANNAN. So go ahead and let us know your numbers so that we can get in touch. Thank you very much for your time, patience,
Thank
and
you
your
for inviting
thoughts
me.
on pre-primary education.
And once more, happy Children's Day.
Yeah. Your website for people who want to read up a little more?
Yeah, it's treehouseplaygroup.net.
Would you repeat that, please?
Treehouse Playgroup, TREEHOUSEPLAYGROUP.net, NET.
Okay, a packed show coming up for you guys. You don't want to go anywhere. John Abraham talking about Sachin Tendulkar. Yes.